Dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, a very good evening to all of you. As Margaret said, the topic of my speech is one of the most important things in your house. And just to create a background, imagine that you are getting late for a party and you want to just rush to a party by wearing your best party dress. So what do? You run to your wardrobe, open the wardrobe, and you get your dress, and what you find? That there is a big hole in the dress. Isn't it really scary? Or imagine that you invite your boss to your house for dinner. You really want this dinner to be a fantastic one because of course you want to impress your boss. And what happens? He steps into your house, he puts his first step, he feels something below his shoe, and he looks what is there, and what he finds is he just crushed a cockroach under his shoe. And isn't it really embarrassing? Why do all these things happen? Because we have uninvited guests at our home, like mice, cockroaches, etc. Right? And what is the solution to get rid of these? There are a couple of solutions. Number one, you can have a pest control guy visit your house, but it's really painful. Why? Because you will have to move around a lot of things, it will create a smell, and at the end of the day, these are chemicals, this can harm your personal hygiene. So I think not a lot of people like this solution. What is the second solution? The second solution is to have some instruments like mouse traps. But the issue with mouse traps is mice nowadays are extremely intelligent and they will not fall prey to such stupid instruments. So what is the solution then? I know a universal and permanent solution to this problem, and it's not only permanent, it's a beautiful one, and it is to have a wonderful pet cat at your home. A pet cat acts as a rodent killer. The moment it smells a mouse, it will run after it and it will kill it. It acts as a terminator for mice, and the same thing applies to cockroaches. So I suggest all of you to have a wonderful pet cat at your home. But suppose this is not convincing enough for all of you to make a decision. There are a couple of more reasons for you to have pet cats at your home. Number one, if you have a pet cat at your home no longer remains a normal home. It becomes a paradise. As someone has said, I love cat because I love my house. Little by little, it becomes its visible soul. And that is what a cat will make your house, will turn your house into a paradise. And suppose you happen to have a female cat, and then it's very likely that she will have a boyfriend. And they will end up having wonderful kittens for you. And mind well, kittens are one of the most amazing creatures in this world. As the great Leonardo da Vinci has said, kittens are magnificent. Kittens are to the animal world what rosebirds are to the garden. And therefore, if you have cats with you, your house will become a paradise. If this was not convincing enough, the second advantage of having cats is they will take out all the stress around them when they are at home. A cat has a very soothing voice. That voice will massage your heart and reduce all your stress. And it is impossible to pass by a cat or to walk by a cat which is sleeping and continue to feel stressed, because having a cat at home is a wonderful experience. And another reason for you to have cats is to fulfill your ego. A cat is a very royal animal. So if you have a cat at your home, it is as good as having a tiger at your home. So if you want to fulfill your ego, you must have a cat at your home. Now if all these reasons were not really convincing enough, there is one more reason for you to have a cat at home. And that is, as someone has said, people who hate cats in this life will end up being born as mice in their next lifetime. So, if you want not to be born as mice in your next lifetime, and if you don't want to be eaten and bitten by cats in your next lifetime, keep in mind you must love cats in this lifetime. And I think these reasons were convincing enough to have you cat at your door. And I'm sure that by having a cat you will solve all your troubles and you will raise your life and elevate your life to the next level of happiness. Thank you.